Hey guys, hello. It's LaShanda Henry here, aka Sister Sense, coming at you with a late night live web class or mini web class, if you will. I'm just kind of jumping on here because what I want to do is share some super, in my opinion, anyway, some super things that you can do to really and truly to be about your business this coming week. So I'm excited to jump on here so I can share some good with you guys tonight as part of this late night live. So whether you're catching me live or via the replay, first and foremost, feel free to share this out because, of course, sharing is caring. Hey. I'm feeling good. I've got some good vibes this Sunday as we transition into Monday. I've had a lot of fun today, actually. Hey, Anissa. Hey, Lavonda. Welcome, ladies. And as I wind down today, I just kind of got back from cooking some late night food. I can't believe we're going to be eating chili this late at night. Serious heartburn, but making burritos after we just saw Fast and the Furious, Hobbs versus Shaw. And I did some work today, so it was a pretty busy day. So thank you for sharing, my dear. I'm super excited because I want to just kind of infuse you guys with some of the motivation that I have this week as far as some brilliant ways to be about your business. Okay. So one of the fabulous ladies in my circle, local North Carolinian herself, had an amazing meetup today. So the first thing I want to do is to shout out my girl, Miss Adia Rogers, and to share something awesome she did today. Okay, actually a few things. So local Greenvillian transitioned, moved away, but came back for the week and said, look, you know about my business. I like to talk all things productivity and doing what you need to do as a new entrepreneur. Who would like to come out and meet up today? That's what she did. She put this kind of, hey, who wants to come out and hang out with me? And a couple of us said yes. So it was a nice little meetup this Sunday. That's the first thing that I want to motivate you to do, okay? You want to be about your business this week. Create an opportunity for you and for other people to network. It was a nice opportunity for me to meet some of the other entrepreneurial spirits in Adia's circle. And it was really just as simple as her sending out a little ETA, I don't know what you say, how you describe it. Just sending out something on Facebook and saying, look, y'all, I'm in town. I want to talk business. Who's down? A couple of us said yes and jumped on it, right? So the first thing that I want you to do is to think about creating opportunities for people, other entrepreneurs, to network and have conversations with you. That's one way you can be about your business. Now, I couldn't stay for very long because I had to go. Me and the hubby and the son, my boys, we were going to watch a movie. So I stayed for about 40 minutes or so. And then I said, okay, I got to go. And she's like, I'm going to be here for the rest of the week. So we are going to meet up by the hook or the crook. I'm going to meet up with her this week. One way to be about your business is to go out with a business bestie. So you have the, hey, Manushka. Oh my goodness. So good to see you here. Hey, Donnie. Hey, Kia. Welcome, ladies. One of the things that you guys can do is to invite a business bestie out to coffee, to the library, to the bookstore, so that you guys can, number one, reconnect. Number two, you can talk to somebody who's like-minded and gets you. Number three, you can recharge your battery. Like, seriously, who needs to recharge? One of the ladies that came out to Adia's event today, she was like, look, I got 2 babies. I got 2 little girls. So I was super excited to get a babysitter and come out and talk to some grown folks. So I was like, yes. I've been working at home for so many years. I miss the part of the 9-to-5 world that I miss is the water cooler time, getting to go out with, coworkers and happy hour and all that kind of interaction. And sometimes we get so infused into our business and what we're trying to do outside of the business that we forget opportunities to be human and have fun and interact with people. So I said, number one, I truly got to shout Adia out for taking the proactive method of just kind of inviting people, whoever was interested, to come out, network, and commune. That's number one. But number two, if you don't necessarily want to put something on for a group of people, just inviting, one or two people to come out and talk to you. That is number two. Number three, I am going to do my best to do a couple of joint live streams this week. So a couple of web classes with not just me, but with a few of my other business besties. You want to be about your business this week. Number one, like I said, having opportunities to, whether it be in a group or one-on-one, connect with other like-minded entrepreneurs, invite somebody out that is of the same kind of mindset and drive so that you guys can recharge each other, talk business, and maybe, you never know, some sparks can fly, some ideas can fly. That's number one. Number two, collaborations. Like I said, I'm going to do a few live streams, fingers crossed, with a few people in my circle. And I want you to think about what kind of collaborations you can do with a couple of people, if not one person this week. So you don't feel like you just, trucking up the mountain alone, right? You're working with other people, and in that space, you're making things happen. So creating a space to have conversations with other like-minded entrepreneurs, number one. Creating collaboration opportunities. Who can you work with? And number two, I might be talking to some of you. I don't know, because I've got my Back to Business virtual conference coming up in October. And this is the time of year when I start to share registration for Back to Business to a larger audience. So collaborating with my speakers, moving forward with the next phase of Back to Business, that's number two for me. So what kind of collaborations are you guys going to be working on this week? Number three, any 9-to-5 entrepreneurs in the building? Any of y'all got 9-to-5s and you working your entrepreneurial side hustle, trying to make things happen? One of the things that Adia recommended today, so this was her phrase, not mine. She said, one of the things that I was doing when I was transitioning into my own business was work staycations or workcations, I think. Like, how you have vacations versus staycations? She said something like a workcation. She said, okay, as opposed to just trying to, find the time to do your business and your free time on the weekends, pick a day, like, when you take a day off, to focus on your business, but like a Tuesday or Wednesday, or a day where you would be traditionally working some other capacity. Pick a day during the week to have your workation and focus on your business, to, test yourself and see if this is something that you have the discipline for, that you can work on. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's special days of the week that I work on projects for my clients. There's special days of the week when I do my clarity calls, and there's special days of the week that I just do my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm about my business and I'm just working on my business. So I want you guys to think about and identify a day this coming week, if not this week, some week in the near future where you've designated at least one day where you're just going to be about your business. You ain't going to work about, thank you for the hearts and the love and thumbs up, y'all. Feel free to share this out. You're not going to worry about somebody else's business or the other responsibilities you got for other people. You're like, look, all I'm going to do today, okay, is my business. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think that's one of the perks of being a work-at-home entrepreneur. Man, I do not like restriction. I like to be very comfortable. So I was trying to be cute today, and I have this thing on, and I got all these things tied up in here, and my head is like, I need you to take it all out. Take it out. I do not like restrictions. But one of the ways that I'm very, very productive, and I find the time to get things done, in addition to working and, on my house life, in addition to doing stuff for my clients, is that I strategically put aside time to work on my business. So just as you have time that you do other responsibilities, you need to have special days that you're working on your stuff, right? I want you guys to identify at least 2 to 3 things that you really want to accomplish in your business that have been taking you a little bit longer than you would have liked. And feel free to drop into the comment box and share with me something that you really, really want to accomplish. Real talk, we all have things on our to-do list that we really want to do, but for whatever reason, it keeps getting to the bottom of the to-do list. Right? It's supposed to be up here and it keeps dropping down. So what I want you to do is I want you to identify at least 2 or 3 of those priority things for you And if not this week, in the near future, I want you to be able to identify some time you're going to put aside to work on that. So it's 11 o'clock. At about midnight or 11:59, my pick 3, which is an opportunity for you to work with me or to take advantage of some of the tools and solutions I have, goes away. But one of those opportunities is called the VIP day. It's a 3-hour VIP day so that you and I can work together. It's one of my signature DWY, done with you services. So whether you are identifying a special day that you just do stuff by yourself to be about your business, or you have invested in or plan to go and take a look at the pick 3 so that we can work together, or you work with somebody else. Point being, you need to be able to set aside a workcation, right? You need to be able to set aside a time block, whether it be 3 hours or more, where you're focused on you and the things that you want to accomplish in your business. Okay. By the way, the VIP day and the pick 3, well, the VIP days are still there, but the pick 3 opportunity does go away at 11:59 tonight. So if you haven't already taken a look at some of those great pick 3 bundles, make sure that you go over to sixthsense.com/pick 3. And of course, if you go, oh man, I missed it, because I only do this once a year. If you missed it, make sure that you also go over to sixthsense.com/SSG so you can download my Sister Sense Success Guide. So that's sixthsense.com/SSG. That gives you an opportunity to see some of the other resources and tools that I have available to you. So welcome, those of you who are jumping on here. Anissa says, yay, got my pick 3, yay, right? So awesome. I can't wait for us to do our VIP to get to that together. I'm tongue-tied, y'all. Make sure, like I said, you guys, you bought your business this week. You think about who you can collaborate or potentially partnership with. That was number 2. Number 1 was think about creating a space for other like-minded business people to come together. So maybe you want to put together some sort of networking opportunity. Shout out to my girl Adia once again for the fabulous event that she put on today, on the fly, by the way, right? Just by simply reaching out on Facebook and saying, hey, who's about their business? Who wants to talk about productivity, motivation, entrepreneurship, and more, right? Number 3, I said to you, one thing that you can consider is, as Adia mentioned, workations, or what I like to talk about, scheduling at least a 3-hour time block that you can reserve this week during the week to really focus on your business and nobody else's stuff. So identify maybe 1 or 2 or 3 things that you've been like, look, I really want to accomplish this. I can't find the time. Make the time. Make the time to work on the thing that you need to do. Okay, that's something that I also wanted to encourage you to do, right? The next thing that I want you to think about, and I actually talked about this earlier on this morning when I talked about some things that you guys need to consider when it comes to rocking out the week, rocking out the web, and being ready for revenue this week, right? I talked about accomplishing your goals, A&A. In order to accomplish your goals, you also have to have action steps, things that you say that you're going to do, right? To strategically work on being ready for revenue. One of the recommendations I said today, and I want you guys to take an opportunity to really think about this. Where do you want to be? I want you to visualize yourself at the end of this month. Who do you want that sister or that brother to be, right? Who do you want to be at the end of this month? Who do you want to see as far as yourself at the beginning of next quarter? Who do you want to have? Well, what do you want to see and describe as yourself and your accomplishments by the end of the year? I want you to visualize your future self. Your future self. What does she or he need to have accomplished to be where she or he is in the future? So by the end of the year, if you said you sold X amount of products, or you have X amount of speaking gigs, or you're ready to take on the new year by storm, right? What is that person by the end of the year, by the end of the last quarter, by the end of this month? What does she have to accomplish to feel accomplished? One of my favorite quotes is, do something today that your future self will thank you for. So as you're visualizing that girl or guy, I want you to identify what you have to do now, what you got to do today, what you got to do this week to set her up for success, your future self, who's sitting and just, right? She is just happy as a clam because she got it, because you did it, right? Her past self is your present self. If you feel me, you understand that to get where she wants to be, there's some things you got to do to set yourself up for success right now. So as you go through your week, one of the things that I want you to do is to take an opportunity to really visualize that person, who that person is, and identify what you got to do now so that you can set her up for success in the future. Okay, so that's one other thing that I want you to do. Now, this is the last thing. This is the last thing that I'm going to say to you. Okay, this is a hard one, y'all. This is a hard one. You want to be about your business this week? I need you to go out there and get those no's. You heard me. I need you to go out there and get those no's. So I talked to you a little bit about A&A. A&A stands for accomplishments and actions. Those things that you want to accomplish, those are one set of goals. The action steps that you say, I'm going to do these actions to reach the accomplishments, those are another set of goals. So you've got actions and you've got accomplishments. What are the things you want to accomplish this week? What are the action steps you're going to implement to take you there? Okay, that's A&A. I&I is intros and invitations. Who you going to introduce yourself to because you about your business and you need to make that kind of connection? Who are you going to invite to work with you because you about your business and you know that collaboration is key? You're going to have to go out there and get them no's, boo. Because guess what? There are going to be a lot of people who say no to you, but once you get that yes, once you get that yes, ain't nothing can stop you. I remember one of the ladies in my circle, she posted, and I always remember this quote. She said, what God has for you, how did she put it? How did the quote go? Oh, okay. So it's in patois because my family's Jamaican. I'm first generation from the States, right? So essentially the quote was, what is for you can't unfeel. And it basically says, what is for you cannot be unfor you, right? So if you believe in God and you have faith, the things that are for you, even with delays, even with difficulties, they can't be for you. Nobody can undo those things. Nobody can talk you out of those things. The really and truly, the only way you can fail is if you quit. What is feel can't unfeel. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, what's interesting about today's conversation is that even though I was there for just a little bit of time, you know, at one point Adia talked about being in a space of entrepreneurship, and she said, I'm gonna tell you, there were some hard times, there were some times of lack, but there was never a time of, how did she put it? Oh my goodness, I want to say it just as she said it. Hold on, let me get my book, because I was taking notes, y'all. Hold on, let me say it just as she said it. Okay, hold on. You always got to make sure when you go to events, you got to make sure when you go to events, you got your notebook. And this is my new money notebook right here. So let me make sure that I can say it the way she said it. Because like I said, what is for you can't unfor you. Okay, so this is what she said. She said there was lean, but no lack. That's what she said. There was lean, but no lack. On this journey of entrepreneurship, there are going to be times where you're going to have to lean in a little bit. Sometimes where you're going to have to, Lord, it's a little bit hard, but there was no lack. Lean, but no lack. I love that. I had to write that down. One of my others that I personally love is delayed, but not denied. Right? Sometimes maybe you got to lean in a little bit, but you're never going to be lack, because if you're a woman or a man of God and faith, he will always provide for you. My mama always told me that God will do for you. God will do for those who help themselves, right? Lean but no lack, delayed but not denied. So what is for you can't unfor you. If you get what I'm saying, I need you to have faith in your ability to go out there, right? Go out there and go get them no's. Yeah, they're going to say no, but just because They said no to what you asked them for, whether it's because through an introduction or an invite. Does it mean that that's a rejection, or does it mean that that's an assessment of you? Sometimes rejection is God's direction, right? He's directing you to the better place that you need to go, right? Sometimes no doesn't mean never, just means not right now, right? So sometimes you may ask somebody, you may think that it's a good fit, and you ask them to work with you and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Doesn't mean never, just means not right now. Because again, what is for you can't unfor you. So I need you to go out there and get them no's, boo, so that you can get those yeses and you can elevate yourself, because you're putting yourself out there. Who's been afraid? Real talk, who's been afraid? You know, to grow your business, you need to know more people, you need to go more places, you need to network, you need to talk, you need to get your ASK, you need to get your ask in gear, you need to open your mouth, because closed mouth don't get fed. You know you need this stuff, and you know all this stuff, but you ain't still doing none of this stuff, right? Because you scared. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay to be a little bit scared. But if you really want to be about your business, I need you to know that you got to go out there and get them no's. I got to do that this week. There's a couple of folks I need to reach out to, and I'm kind of scared. And some of them you like, oh, she going to say no. She going to say no. Why you even bothering? But guess what? I'm bothering because I have faith, and I'm about my business, and I know that God is going to open the right doors for me. All I got to do is keep knocking on them doors. And when I knock on the door and that one's closed, I'll make a way. I'll find a window, right? God closes the door. He opens a window. You do what you need to do to power through. So look, y'all, I'm out. I am out right now. Because I need to go and eat my late night burritos with my boys. We just saw Fast and the Furious, and I am super, super, super excited. But also, I want to unwind with my boys, because they're like, my hubby's like, I don't eat without you, so you need to hurry up with your damn lives. So I can eat some food. Hey, Miss Turquoise Blue. So listen now, right? I overstand, says Miss Turquoise Blue. You overstand. Good. I want to make sure that those are some things that you guys work on, okay? Going out there and getting them no's, intros and invitations, making sure that you work on your A&As, the things you want to accomplish versus the action steps. Make sure that you are visualizing your future self. What does she need you to accomplish this week to be about your business? Make sure that you go out there and work on them collaborations. Who can you talk to this week? I'm super excited for me to have like a coffee sit down session with my girl Adia, and hopefully I can twist her arm to be one of the amazing ladies who speak as part of this year's Back to Business. Make sure, y'all, that you don't forget to go over to successinsight.com/pick3, because literally in about 45 minutes, boop, it goes away, okay? So make sure that you grab one of your pick threes. Now, I see my girl Rhonda in the building. What? I see all of these fabulous ladies here. Donnie's here, Anissa's here. Y'all, look, I'm super excited about my Print Your Profits weekend workshop in October. I'm super, super excited about the Fire Start Your Year weekend workshop in January. When I met up with Adia and her fabulous circle today, she said, look, I want y'all to introduce yourself to each other. I want you to talk about your vision, what you're working on, and I want you to share one win. And I said, well, look, I'm LaShanda, whoop, whoop, and my win this week is that I had opened up early registration for my weekend workshops, and ladies are already registering. I can't wait to see my Levon, and I can't wait to see my Rhonda, and I can't wait to see my Marceline. I was about to say Marilyn. My Marceline, all my lovely ladies who are like, yes. So make sure that you download the SSG Success Guide, the Sister Sense Success Guide. Once again, you can grab over at sistersense.com/SSG. So make sure that you, number one, take a look at the pick 3 before that goes away, and make sure, number 2, if you want to early registration and come out and hang with me either in October or January, you can do that too, okay? Now, if you guys have any questions for me as you go into the new week, feel free to email sistersense@gmail.com. Or as you're on the sistersense.com website, you can always click the tab on the right to send me a voice message, okay? So those are a couple of things that you guys can do to check in with me privately: voice message, email. Make sure you early register for the conferences. You get a complimentary seat into Back to Business, my virtual, when you early register for the weekend workshops. And for those of you who took advantage of the Pick 3 before it goes away at midnight, make sure that you email your address to me, okay? Because those are my Pick 3 participants. I'm going to be sending you guys some gifts. For all the people who early registered for the weekend workshop and Pick 3, I got some good for you. So don't forget to send me your address, because I'm going to be shipping out some Sister Sense good this week, y'all. All right, y'all. Mwah. You guys go to sleep. Have a great night. See you in the AM. Bye.